Hey, this is Mark Washington from MTC Media here on location in Columbia, South Carolina. Taking a look at the Golden Dome report as Notre Dame heads to NC State with their first true road test of the season now. The thing for the Fighting Irish is this is going to be their first true test, road, neutral site, or otherwise, as they head to Raleigh. Sam Hartman, it's been talked about all week when he was at Wake Forest. If there was a team that played well against them, it was NC State. But this Notre Dame team obviously is constructed different than Wake Forest. And it's really a chance for the five-headed monster at running back to really flex their muscles. This is one of those games where you would, on offense, where you would hope that Notre Dame could stay in front of the chains using the road game. And that's not a knock to Sam Hartman, but it's still some concern over the wide receiving core, right? Which still hasn't proven itself. Yes, the first 2 weeks there were some plays here and there, but that was Navy and Tennessee State. NC State is really their first true test of a team that's going to push back. Getting the running game going, staying ahead of the chains will open up a lot of things in the passing game. You don't want Hartman throwing the ball 35 to 40 times today. So the most important component on the offensive end really is the offensive line for Notre Dame, and opening up the holes and creating those second and threes and second and fours and second and twos that allows the playbook to really be flexed, which gets us to Gerard Parker. In his second game as his third game rather as Notre Dame's offense coordinator, this is his first true test of how he's going to call plays with in what sequence, how much leeway is he going to give Hartman in the offense? Is he going to tighten up against a team like NC State? So still a lot of questions to be answered on that side of the ball, even though Notre Dame is 2-0 with two relatively easy wins. On the defensive end, Notre Dame is going to be facing a very experienced quarterback, sorry, in Brennan Armstrong. Until Tony Elliott got to Charlottesville, Armstrong was lighting up the scoreboard at UVA. He would set records at UVA, and then Elliott came in, changed the offense, and Armstrong, after 1 year, left and came to NC State. Now, the Wolfpack was not very impressive against UConn in their opener that they won, but they're a dangerous team. They've had a couple of weeks to fix whatever they need to fix on offense. To get ready for this game, and it's their opening home game. So for me, on the other end, Notre Dame's experienced secondary will get their first true test today. They might be the most important unit on the defensive side of the ball. Being able to get off the field on third downs, especially when it's third and less than 5. Responding, rising up, forcing a punt, making a field flipping turnover, getting an interception or a forced fumble or something like that, which always helps teams when they're on the road. Notre Dame's defense certainly is going to have to do more than what it's done in the first 2 weeks. No, but when you look at this, this is a kind of a tip of the cap to scheduling. This was probably the perfect time to have the first 2 games that Notre Dame had to work out things with a new offense coordinator, to work out things with Marcus Freeman in year 2 after, year 1's losses to Marshall and Stanford. So they're going to be prepared today. And I think this is a tight one, real tight one. But I'm going to go with Notre Dame 27, NC State 24. It's Marcus Washington with MTC Media's Golden Dome Report.